Happy Sunday Fun Day! It's me, Sam. You miss me. Here I am at your house. Invite me over, just kidding. All right, today, gang, for part A, we're gonna do a warm-up, which is gonna be 3 rounds of a 30-second puppy dog pose, 10 tricep extensions with your light implement, 10 lunge plus air squat, which we will show you in our demo. Then our strength portion is going to be a Bulgarian split squat, so your back foot is going to be elevated. The emphasis is on your glutes. We're going to go 4 by 6 reps each leg with a 3-second negative on each rep, okay? So you're going to be holding a dumbbell or a kettlebell single for each set of this. And then our WOD is a 10-minute AMRAP of an ascending ladder. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Keep going up by 2 of 3 movements. The 3 movements today are going to be box dips, focusing on your triceps, a single-armed dumbbell hang power clean, and a single-arm overhead squat. So we're going to get you nice and warm, and we'll get started. All right, gang, so for your warm-up today, we're going to start with a puppy dog pose. It's going to help for your overhead squats, loosen up your shoulders and your thoracic spine. So I'm going to come down onto my knees. I'm going to walk my hands out, leave my hips high, and try to bring my chest to the floor. Some of you may have to look straight down. Some of you may not be able to quite touch your chest, but extend your arms out in front and hold for 30 seconds. After 30, we're going to come up, and we're going to do some tricep extensions. So you're going to grab, ideally these are going to be seated, grab a dumbbell or a kettlebell, drop it back behind you, and press all the way up. Keep your elbows nice and tight to the side of your head. The last movement we're going to do, very simple, just body weight. We're going to go air squat and lunge, or lunge and air squat. So I'm going to lunge first, then I'm going to squat, then I'm going to lunge, the opposite leg. That's 1 rep. We're going to do 10 of these, okay? So again, lunge back, squat, all the way down below parallel, and lunge with the opposite side. And that's your warm-up. All right, gang, for our strength portion today, we're going to do Bulgarian split squats. So our back foot is going to be elevated. Bench, couch, chair, something solid, something stable. So you're going to put your foot here. I like to flex. You can also lay flat. It's up to you. I'm going to hold my dumbbell by my side, and I'm going to lower down to the count of 3. So 3, keeping my shin vertical, 2, 1, I can feel my glute activate, and I'm going to drive off this front heel and stand up. I'm going to go 6 on one side, then I'm going to switch my hand with the dumbbell as well, try not to fall over, and do 6 on the opposite side. 3, 2, 1, and explode up. When I explode up, I actually squeeze the opposite cheek. So you should feel this in your glutes. If you feel it more in your quads, you're probably a little bit, foot is probably a little bit too close to the box, so scoot that front foot out, okay?
All right, gang, so here we go. Today's workout, 10-minute AMRAP. First movement, we're gonna go over box dips. So set up on a couch or whatever you have at home so you can stabilize a chair. And again, for these box dips, ideally, or what we'd consider to be RX, would be straight legs, arms locked out at the top. You're gonna try and get your shoulders below your elbow and then drive up. That's depth. So oftentimes we find ourselves not reaching depth. My shoulder's still pretty high, and I'm driving up. Try to get as low as you can in that position. Drive back up. As low as you can, drive back up. Scales from there would be obviously a little bit easier. Bent knee position. Drive down. Drive back up. So that's what we're going to do for our box dips. Second movement. Single arm dumbbell hang power clean. So dumbbell and or we can use our kettlebell, but ideally we're going to swing it much like we do for our kettlebell. So we're going to drive through the middle after we stand up, deadlift, swing, drive up, swing, getting slightly under if it's a little heavier, getting under, standing all the way up, and bringing it back down. Again, let me grab a kettlebell. Same idea, if you have a kettlebell at home, we're just going to do those kettlebell cleans. So stand it up, swing it back, drive it in, boom, drive it in. If you're using a kettlebell, make sure your elbows in nice and tight, set against your chest in this position. Cool. Okay, so as you're going through this, it goes up by 2 every time. You should be doing equal reps on each side. For example, round one, you're just gonna do 2, alternate, boom, and as you carry on, you can start breaking it down. So if you're doing your set of 4, 2 on this arm, switch 2 on the other, and then break it up. Just make sure that it's even amounts on both sides. Lastly, a little more difficult movement, single arm overhead squats. So you're gonna take your dumbbell or kettlebell, you're gonna drive overhead, you're gonna try to stabilize and find a good position, wide stance for your overhead squats, and potentially leaning out a little bit, getting a depth, and driving up. Now, if we can't quite do that, I still want to work on stability overhead, holding your dumbbell, and if we can't reach that overhead squat, we're just going to do some lunges. So if we're still having trouble, we can also just grab our plate and hold it overhead. Cool?